Well, two sixth graders in the Treasure Valley represented Idaho this last week in Washington, D.C. It was a pretty big deal because they are national finalists for a big STEM competition called eCYBERMISSIon, which has students in 6th through 9th grade competing. Our Tristan Lewis caught up with the duo. He tells us how they did, and I bet they did really well, Tristan.
Carolyn, the two were one of 20 teams to compete at the national competition. And while they didn't win the grand prize, they did get some valuable resources to help further their knowledge and project to help the Idaho Food Bank.
It ranges from about this big.
Eagle sixth graders Kashfi Bonsal and Rishi Gajira want to help others the best way they know how, by building gadgets.
It really makes us proud, and we're using our STEM knowledge to help the community.
The duo goes to Treasure Valley Math and Science Center, which specializes in STEM learning.
My favorite subject is science, and I'm really interested in chemistry.
My favorite subjects would probably be science and math.
They also work together on a robotics team called Cloudy with a Chance of Robotics.
I started doing Legos ever since I was a little kid.
They got the idea to help others after volunteering at the Idaho Food Bank last year. They saw less volunteers and resources sorting food.
So sometimes food doesn't get sorted and it goes to waste, and it might expire or something might happen to it.
They brainstormed an idea to help build a device that would sort donated items by nutritional food categories like protein, dairy, vegetables, fruit, etc.
Our prototype, based on adaptable health guidelines, sorts the food into different categories based on any can's nutrition label.
With a touchscreen device, camera, and computer software, they spent the last 6 months bringing the idea to life. The camera snaps pictures of the nutrition label, then the system's programming works to read the image's text. That food item is then classified into different food categories.
And we also have created a database, and each food gets its own unique ID. So if you want to look at the nutrients of a certain item you scanned, you can go back to the database.
With the success of the project, the team was able to travel to Washington, D.C. to compete in a national STEM competition called eCYBERMISSIon. They are the first team from Idaho to ever compete.
We also made some new friends, so it's not all about competition, it's also about learning and making new friends.
While they didn't walk away from the nation's capital with the top prize,
we're proud to have made it that far to a national finalist.
They did win a $5,000 STEM in Action grant. They plan to use the money to help further their prototype and help something they deeply care about.
And that's something especially to brag about. Rishi and Kashfi say they're working on creating a drone that will scan barcodes in inventory warehouses. And they say while this project is taking up most of their time right now, they still have ideas for next year, like technology that can help detect wildfires. And Carolyn, the team is looking for more members. Those interested can find out more information on our website, ktvb.com.
Well, I joined it, but I don't think I can keep up with their brain power. That is just amazing.
It is. Two smart kids.
Yes, and what they're doing for the good for this community. Fantastic. Thank you, Tristan, for that story tonight.